Hey, this is Randy Hall with news from the year 3045, brought to you by Tachyon Technology, faster than the speed of light. Our sponsor is Cosmos Harmony. Remember, you can find your true love in the galaxy with Cosmos Harmony. In breaking news, civil rights activist and pioneer Martin Luther King Jr. will be cloned in the 31st century. Nanotech is sending nanobots back to the 20th century to capture his consciousness. He will be cloned in the 31st century, where he will live. I just wonder what he will think of the 31st century. In history for the 31st century, and news in the future for the early 21st century, because it hasn't happened yet for you guys, an asteroid will strike the Earth, and I'm not going to tell you exactly when. It might be 50 years from now, 100 years from now, or 200 years from now. But it's going to happen. It will strike a place whose ownership is disputed by two governments. I'm giving you some clues. One of the governments is Arab or Muslim. The destruction of that place by the asteroid will cause hurt all over the world, and that includes Christians. So, you guys that don't believe we need to be looking into preventing asteroids, you better think about it. It's going to happen eventually. Something needs to be done about it. And more news. Well, let me just stop. You know, I said I wondered what Martin Luther King Jr. would think of the 31st century, and there's a good reason for it. In the 31st century, more than 90% of the population is of mixed race. Caucasian and black, black and Asian, black and white with Hispanic and Latino, Caucasian and Asian. You name it, you'll find it here. No one thinks in terms of race anymore. If someone needs to think of themselves as being white or black, they're considered to be extremists or radicals. Let me give you some more news, or the future news for the early 21st century. In the year 2051, lobbyists will be banned from Capitol Hill. Now, things had already been done to stop lobbyists from interfering with government, such as they had been banned for giving contributions to political campaigns. It had become against the law for them to do that anymore. Years before 2051. But in 2051, they just out and out banned them. The people got tired of lobbyists deciding what was going to be our government instead of representation through votes. Lobbyists were just totally interfering with the running of the government, so they banned them. If you like my episodes on year 3045, just search Randy Hall year 3045 on YouTube.com, or if you like to see my poetry, political essays, and humor and such, philosophy, just search Randy Hall, RandyHoyle, on YouTube.com. You can also search Charlie Gorilla. That's one word. It's spelled the way it sounds, Charlie Gorilla, on YouTube.com. I also have a book called The Ballad of Dred Scott. It's about a black heroic being who sues for his freedom before the Civil War. It teaches that sometimes even when you lose, you can still win. If you don't dream, just search Randy Hall on Amazon.com or other book services and you'll find my books. I'll leave you with a blessing. Before I go, but I'll tell you to share these videos. If you like a video, share it with your friends. That's what YouTube's all about, is sharing. So I'll leave you with a blessing. May you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason, and when reason is not, may you have the wisdom to know it. Also remember that a lady by the name of Ayn Rand in the 20th century said that anyone who fights for the future lives it today. And to remember to work for your dreams. Work to make your dreams reality. By working, fight for your dreams. Don't just dream. You need to turn your dreams into reality. Make them real. Well, have a pleasant day. Here's to the future.